Welcome to Lodo Studio. I am your host, Jason Church. Today we're going to be shooting this entire episode on an iPhone 5S. Now you may be asking yourself, it's 2018. Why aren't you using an iPhone 10 or X or however you want to pronounce it? I want to prove that it doesn't matter what you have. The best camera is the one that you have on you. I'm using a phone from 2013 just to prove this point. Let's start with the shot composition. Now notice that the shot is still. I am not bouncing around in the frame. The camera's not fire hosing, which basically just means that the camera's moving around a lot. Kind of like a fire hose would, kind of like that. I've got it mounted to a tripod. I bought a selfie stick at Walmart some time ago, and it was, I think, about $5. It came with a little clip that you can mount your phone in that actually fits on a tripod. So I have a tripod that I had laying around the house, and I've got this $5 selfie stick that I've got my camera or my phone mounted in to shoot this video, so that's why the video is standing still. As far as the audio, that's something I'm going to show you in a little bit, so we'll come back to that. But the lighting, I think I've maybe got, less than $200 in the lighting and the backdrop. I got the backdrop for $40 on Amazon. I got the Studio Pro Phototech lights that are on me now for $75 on Amazon. And the rest of the lighting that's in this footage is all clamp lights that I bought for like $8 a piece at a hardware store with some matching 5500K CFL bulbs that will match the lighting in my Phototech Studio Pros. I think those were like $2 a box or something, and I bought one box of 4. Now, you don't have to do this. You can forget the Phototech Studio Pro lighting and just get 2 more clamp lights, spend $8 more each on those, and you can just find a nice backdrop like a white wall. I know it's boring, but it's a nice plain backdrop. You can put a light behind you so that you can light your hair, and then you can take 2 of those clamp lights and put them either side of you, and you've got a basic 3-point light set up, mounted on something tall. No problem. You can also use lighting from the window. You can get yourself some aluminum foil and bounce that light back across onto your face as well. So it really doesn't matter what you have money-wise. We could build an entire studio lighting setup for $50. I've chosen to have about $200 worth of lights in here, plus a backdrop. Now, the audio I promised to talk to you about, the Purple Panda Lavalier Microphone. Now, I chose this one after watching a lot of reviews on YouTube because it had so many extras with it. It came with a lot of extra stuff, and I'm using it right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to resume this video with a clip with no microphone. It'll just be the microphone on the phone, and you'll see the difference between using a mic and not using a mic in your phone. So I'll be right back. I promise I won't make you listen to this lousy audio for long, but I just want to show you something. This is the Purple Panda Lavalier Microphone. Now, this is the way it comes. Don't expect it to come in a box, except maybe the Amazon box, possibly, or an Amazon envelope. But I got it for about $25 on Amazon. $25, give or take, something like that. I'll link it below for you. The reason I bought this is because it comes with so many things for $25. So let's open this up and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, no, I ripped the bag. Bad, Jason. All right, let's pull this out. This is the coolest thing of all. Wait, no, that's just paperwork. Anyways, there's paperwork here that kind of tells you what your compatibility is going to be. You can use this thing with a smartphone or a camera. Now, the reason it's important to note that it's going to work with your smartphone is, and I'll show you this, here's the microphone. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but if you'll look at that tip, there's 3 black rings, but really what you're looking at is the gold ring. So it's tip, ring, sleeve. That's why it's called TRRS. Your phone accepts TRRS. It splits it for microphone and headphones. Your earbuds that come with your smartphone are going to have that type of adapter. Oh, another cool thing it came with. If you like to shoot with a GoPro, here's an adapter. Haha, you can shoot with your GoPro and put audio into your GoPro, huh? Yeah? I don't know. It's got a dead cat windscreen. Probably never going to use that myself because I don't do a lot of shooting outdoors with a lavalier mic. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to use probably my H4n or my shotgun mic on top of my DSLR. So it's probably never going to come in handy. But for someone that's starting out and doesn't have a lot of money for audio, it's going to be great. You also get a 10-foot extension cord, so if you want to get far away, you can do it. But the most important thing in here is this little adapter right here. Notice that it is tip ring sleeve. That, my friends, is what your DSLR camera is going to accept if it accepts audio at all. Which means that this will work with your smartphone and it will work with your DSLR camera. Now let's plug this thing into the phone so that we can get some better audio, shall we? Alright, so just to recap, this entire video has been shot on an iPhone 5S, a 5-year-old smartphone as of the time of this recording in 2018. The point of it was to prove to you that you don't need a high-end camera. There's no Blackmagic cinema camera here. There's no Red Scarlet. There's no ARRI. There's no DSLRs like a Canon 5D Mark IV. There's no Canon C300 sitting here. No Sony Alphas. No A7Ss. No A6500s. None of that. It's an old smartphone. What sets it apart, of course, is the lighting and the audio. You can have the best looking video in the world, but if it sounds terrible, nobody's going to watch it. I promise. But if you have a great sounding video and the video itself is not so great looking, people will still watch it if they can understand it. The lighting simply enhances that. The better the lighting, the better the video looks. If you don't have a big budget, you can still put together a good looking video. That is what this channel was built on, was to help people that are getting started, that don't have a huge budget, to be able to produce great content easily and quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to do that. In the future, I'm going to talk more about the lighting setup that I briefly touched on at the beginning of the video. I'm going to split the certain levels of what you can do up into what I'm going to call no-dough budgets, low-dough budgets, and pro-dough budgets. What I'll do in these videos is I'll hit on each of these levels to give you an idea of what you can do in each of these levels and how you can get the best look and sound for your video at any budget. So in the coming weeks, look for the videos where I do talk about lighting more in depth and where I do talk about audio more in depth. What kind of studio can you build for low to no dough? Come with me and let's find out.